Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video. I'm still in the Lake District and I'm calling this video the Roadside Challenge. So this is my theory. Not that I necessarily need to take pictures from my driver's seat, but I've got my 1 to 400mm lens on my camera, and again, that's not necessary. It's not like a 1 to 400mm lens challenge, or any lens challenge for that matter. But the fact is, as I'm driving now, the snow-capped mountains in the background, even though it's the middle of the day, the sun is just casting light from a 45-degree angle, so you've got light and shade, and it brings out all the contours and the textures of the mountain tops, which is brilliant. So all I'm really doing is looking for something of interest in the foreground to complement it, and then I'm going to try and avoid nipping into farmers' fields, but I can't guarantee I won't, because if I think a picture deserves the fact that I need to jump into a farmer's field, then I will do, obviously in a very respectful way. There's so many public paths around in the Lake District anyway, the chances are there's not many farmers' fields that you're not allowed to go into. Classic example, mountain range up there, there's an old decrepit building at the top there, that might make for a foreground interest, but apart from that I'm looking for a lone tree, I'm looking for some small buildings, and I've got a big pond there. Again, really stagnant, no wind today, could end up with some lovely reflections. So I'm going to try and keep it simple, but I'm going to try and grab as many shots as I can. And will they be good shots? Don't know, but that's today's challenge. Bit nippy, might need me hat and gloves and scarf. Right, across there in the field is a very small farmer's croft type building. Again, I think I could probably get access to use that as foreground interest, which will look quite exciting. Again, shooting into that mountain in the background. So my plan is go for a walk a bit higher up, because obviously it's much further to the right over there. So mountain across there, struggling to see because I'm looking at the sun. So I'm going to have to kind of wander down and around and see if I can grab a different shot, or see if I can grab a different perspective, sorry, to grab that building and use that as foreground interest. So I think that'll work. Changing the subject ever so slightly, when you own a van like this, has no decals on it, so it doesn't look like a camper van. When you start curb crawling everywhere, you start driving slowly, looking at your window for places to shoot, you get some funny looks off people. People naturally assume, oh look, I think the guys are here probably looking to steal stuff. But I'm trying desperately to get this hut in, but I'm really struggling with it. As you go closer to it, you lose the 45-degree angle where the sun is bouncing off the side of the wall, and it looks pretty cool. But I'm going to go a little bit further up and see if I can actually jump into the farmer's field and maybe work that composition a bit more, because I just think there's something there. And you know when you get your teeth into something. This is genuine, absolutely 100% honest. I'm just packing my van and a guy pulled up in his truck and said, can I help you, pal? I said, yeah, I'm just taking photographs. He goes, oh, it's okay, I just own the yard. I saw your white van and thought you were somebody that was coming to pinch all my stuff. And I'm like, I even explained to him that I'm making a video, and on my video I just said, when you got a white van like this, blah blah blah, and he laughed and he was okay with it and just drove off. See, I told you, maybe I need to get it sprayed. So coming a little bit further up, and I'm approaching it from a different angle. Like I say, the only issue I've got now is I'm losing that 45-degree angle where the sun is kicking quite nicely off the one side of that building, giving it a more three-dimensional look. But I'm caught between a rock and a hard place, so I've got to come slightly further to the right so that I can get more of the mountain range onto the left hand side. Yeah, this is a cool challenge. I'm going to be a bit naughty though. There is a sty down there. I don't know if it's a public sty, but I am going to go into the farmer's field and get a little bit closer. I know I've got my 400mm lens on there, but well, let's come down just a bit more and see if I can get away with it. Do you know what? This is such a cool challenge. The sun's fallen foul a bit. I'm quite happy shooting during the day because the sun is now working in my favour. But the sun, oh well, there you go. As soon as I mentioned it, the sun just came back out from a rather thick cloud. Right, okay, let's keep going at this. I grabbed that shot, I'm fairly happy with that. That's really quite nice. I've actually come into the farmer's field, the gate opened quite easily, so I'm assuming it has public access, I'm not quite sure. But either way, I'm literally going to spend about 5-10 minutes here and then just goes away. But yeah, I managed to get the angle I wanted on that small building with that mountain in the background. We've lost a bit of the light that was shining on the snow-capped mountain in the background, which is a real shame. I don't know why, because the sun is still really bright and it didn't look to be anything covering it up. There is a blanket of cloud up there, not sure if you could see a blanket of cloud, so that might be casting shadow across that whole mountain, which is a real shame. But either way, I'm still quite happy with this shot. Never believed that a day like today could be so much fun. Now I'm driving, and when I just see in a small snicket or a small lane or a single track, I'm just pulling off, because you just never know what you find. Anyway, right, driving along here is annoyingly, before I show you this composition, I think will work probably really coolly. The sun over there, really quite cool. But the only cloud in the damn sky, right, no cloud, no cloud, no cloud, no cloud, no cloud, okay? But the only cloud in the damn sky is the cloud between where the sun is at its, obviously where the sun is, and the mountaintop across there that I'm trying to photograph. So we're losing that side lighting now from the sun, from the midday sun, which is a real shame. But that's just bloody sod's law, that. And even when you come out in the middle of the day on a bright sunny day, when you expect to complain about the blooming bright light, it's not shining and lighting up that mountain. But either way, look how cool this is. I've got a lone road, just a single road that just heads off pretty much to nowhere. In the background, that mountain range. Absolutely fantastic. I might have to put my 24mm lens on there, but what I'm thinking is I'll try and isolate one of these lines on the floor, on the road, get down nice and low, probably focus stack, so the foreground interest can be the snake of this road, or the lack of snake, shall we say. The long straight road heading off all the way down to that mountain top where there isn't any light at the moment. Alright, let's grab my camera and see what that's like. Now I knew right from the outset that this was never going to be a brilliant shot. It's never likely to be one I'm going to print and hang on my wall. But at the end of the day, I'm here, it looks good. Even if I just take it just to document the fact I was here, then why not? I composed this shot using 3 images, focus stacking from near to infinity. Traveling another 2 or 3 miles further round the mountain, so now the light is full on, and there's nowhere near as much snow today as there was yesterday when I drove past yesterday. That actually gave me the idea for today's vlog. There was a lot more snow, which is a real shame because it's been pretty cold, so I had no idea how or why it's thawed. But yeah, okay, so right, still driving along, still doing my thing. There's a quaint little bridge there. You can't, not sure if I can see it on there. I can't really follow the road down over there. Anyway, it didn't really matter. There's a quaint bridge there, looks really quite cool. So I'm thinking, although it's not as picturesque at the end of the day, it still looks pretty cool. So I'm thinking, as part of my challenge, I'm going to go into the farmer's field there But I'm going to go over there and shoot, and you'll see what I mean about this quaint bridge when I jump into the farmer's field. And I'm guessing from here, as long as there's not too many trees in the way, I'm guessing quaint bridge, quaint cottage. So quaint bridge, quaint cottage just there, and in the background that mountain range there. Okay, let's go for it. There you go. How awesome a find is that? Seriously, how awesome a find is that? Now I've decided I'm not even going to bother with the white cottage, this pointless exercise. I'm just trying to figure out if I can pull some of this water in. But what a fantastic shot that is. In the background there, well, you can see the river here, and it's flowing right up to this rather cute quaint bridge. I'm walking backwards. I'm looking now to see it come into view so you guys can see what I'm seeing. There you go. How cool is that? How cool is that? Following that track, and it is a single track road. I can't believe it. I was going to do a bit of B-roll. I put my camera down. I'm absolutely in the middle of nowhere. Put my camera down to do a B-roll. I drove in through the gate. Look behind me, there's a car behind me. So if you see that B-roll, you'll see it's incomplete. I have just found the most quaintest church ever, but very sadly it's surrounded by trees. Is that somebody's house? That might not seem much, but in the context of where we are, look at this. Such an elevated area. No idea where we are, never been here before. Definitely going to earmark this and come up and spend a whole day here as well. Top of the mountain range. Oh, you know, when you're vlogging sometimes and you think you've struck gold. All right. I've got 30 minutes before sunset. I reckon public footpath across there, top of that mountain up there, looking straight across at that mountain range there. Well, I am so glad that I did what I did today, because I would never have found this place in a million years. 360-degree view, and there are so many things I can photograph. It's just incredible. I've literally got 5 minutes now before sunset. I'm not anticipating getting any light or any colour, but I've got my long lens on, so I'm going to pick out a mountain range that way. I'm going to pick out a mountain range that way, and I'm going to pick out a mountain range that way, and possibly even the other way as well. Nothing special, but I don't think I've ever been in such a place that offers so many different photographic opportunities. There's a very small tarn down there. There's this amazing wall that you can use as leading lines. The old church is over there, and of course pinpointing some local isolated trees in that direction, with another walk up there with another reveal of another mountain that way. It is just immense. so I'm not going to get a nailer. I very much doubt I am anyway, but I'm going to get a picture that I'm going to be fairly happy with. My nose is running, I'm freezing cold. I'm going to have to lower this damn camera and get it right down on some rocks as low as I can, because I'm determined to get this shot. But that's it. That's the end of this vlog. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've ended up in places I've never even dreamt of going before, didn't even know they existed, and I think I've got one or two fairly decent shots. Take a look at the images in 10 seconds from now and tell me if you think that this vlog was worthwhile creating. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.